Good evening, everyone. I hope this doggone light. Oh my goodness, my light just shows so much glare. All right, that's better. Here is my Fauxbo flip for the month of September. I hope everyone's having a wonderful fall if you're in the northern hemisphere, and a wonderful spring for the southern hemisphere. My Hobonichi is very plump, much like its owner, and I just love this thing. It's so precious to me, and because it contains so many memories and challenges of me finding myself and my new life. So I'm going to be sad to see this go. I've had it since a year and a couple of months. I started in July of 2014. So doing it the Hobonichi style, doing a page a day, I was able to get a whole year and a half inside of it. So for review, I usually do watercolors. Sometimes I do ink tints, pencils. Sometimes I do Pitt pens, but not too often. I usually draw everything with a Micron or a Staedtler marker, and I decorate it with washi and stickers and things like that. If you have any questions, about my setup or, how I set it up, how I fixed up all of the lines and everything, just give me a message. Leave me a comment and I will do my best to help you. This is the Miguel Ruiz book, $9.99 at Barnes & Noble, and Amazon has them as well. And I got mine in red, and I believe I have a black one, but I'm going to use a real Hobonichi cousin for 2016. In fact, I'm going to be picking it up on Thursday. Yay! Someone else ordered some stuff, and I split it in halvesies for the shipping, and so that made it less expensive for us. I usually put my Hobonichi pen loop here so that I can attach my Micron pen on here and it stays. I left it in the other room though with my water brush. So let's get to it. September, I'm still really trying to think positive about my life. I try to wake up every day and say, how am I going to make this day wonderful? And so I think that's very important. I need to forgive myself, set myself free, and really stay in the moment, not worry about, fret about the past, because we can't change the past, nor worry about the future. So my counselor has given me a lot of things to think about on how to get myself back into the present day. A lot of times when I go into my sessions, I think my problems are a mountain, and when I come out, they're a little molehill, which, is a good thing. And I have had problems with an eating disorder, and a lot of times I use my eating as my treat. Well, she told me that I should write down a bunch of things, this was last month, a bunch of things that were treats that didn't have anything to do with food, and so I did that, but then I found out that I was having a hard time doing them for whatever reason. So she told me to schedule them, put them in a planner, think about them as being just as important as a doctor's appointment, scheduling my fun. So I've been putting, or my little treats, I've been putting my, like movie night, pick out a favorite movie, whatever for Saturday, write it down in my planner. So I just feel so thankful that I found her, and it's really making a big difference in my life. So when I got home that night, I was walking outside, and but the flies were biting me like crazy, so I came inside. Um, Today was Thursday, September 3rd. It felt like Friday. I wanted it to be Friday, so it could be a 3-day weekend, but I was not. So I was busy working on my planner, scheduling my treats, and I played my Celtic music, and I had a dream, and I saw wings in my sleep, and I feel that was Bob telling me that that he's not in any more pain, and that I don't need to worry about him. That's how I felt in the night, and I really felt that he didn't want me to cry anymore and worry. Because really, ever since I met him, I've worried about him, because he was disabled when I met him, and in a scooter, and I've always worried about him, and so I continue and worry about him, and I believe that this was a sign that he doesn't want me to worry about him anymore, that he is happy. Friday, right before Labor Day, I planned on doing lots and lots of art for my weekend, my 3-day weekend, and I was tired, so I took a nap after work, and I did some painting. I filmed my last Fauxbo flip. I had beef and mashed potatoes, and I was very glad it was Friday, 3-day weekend. I did some more painting. I organized, did my bills. I was catching up on my flips of my Fauxbo, and I had to do some card making for upcoming birthdays. And I stayed true to my schedule, and I watched my one of my favorite movies. I don't know how many of you know what this movie was, but it's Tammy and the Bachelor. Yes, I'm just a sucker for, really sappy movies. And that is one. Debbie Reynolds and, oh my goodness, I can't even think of this guy's name. He played in The Naked Gun. He played in Airplane. What is his name? Leslie Nielsen, Gunsmoke's brother. Yeah. Anyway, he was the hunk in the movie, so that's how old it was. So, but I love the movie. I know how to play the song on my piano. Yeah, I'm nerd city, okay? But I enjoyed it immensely, and I cry every time I see it. So, all right. So Sunday I made myself some scones, and I had some yogurt and wonderful coffee. And I worked on my Christmas card. I do a painting, and then I get it printed, and then I have to cut it all down and mat it and put it on the cards, and then do the inside of the cards. So it's a big production, and I do not want to be doing it in December. So I'm doing it now, and in fact, I just got finished with it last night. I'm going to take it down to the printers. I had a visit from one of the family members that I work for, and I went to my first Celtic session, and they left me in the dust. I tell you, I have to get a lot faster. And you would think I could type 100 words a minute, and yet I can't play any song very fast at all. I play everything really slow. So I'm going to give this a go and see, if I can speed it up a little bit. And I have improved since this day, but boy, oh boy, all I did was play like the chord notes to all of the songs, which means I was playing like 3 notes for each song. Yeah. So, oh well, even the songs I knew. Monday, wash day, you got to have clean clothes. And I had just hung up one of my paintings or little things that my grandkids did. I had them put their little handprints all on the thing, and I had framed it and hung it up. And I am no good with anything that has to do with tools at all. So it fell off the wall, and it broke, and the glass broke in a million pieces. So didn't even last 1 week. I thought I was done with my Christmas card, but I wasn't. So I finished it last night. I was actually looking forward to going back to work because I was so tired of being by myself in the house. And I was trying to bow faster. I'm just a slow person. Tuesday, I was really tired. I muddled through the day. Talked to a cousin that I haven't talked to for years and years and years, and told her that we were related to the Prince William and all them. Yeah, well, Queen Elizabeth's 18th great-grandfather and my great-grandfather are the same person. So, cool on that. One time I had a dream, and I dreamt that for some reason I was in line for the throne. After I found this out, and I woke up and I said, I asked Bob. I didn't know what the heck to do. What did that mean to run a country? And for some reason I was taking care of their baby, so that I could handle. Anyway, crazy dreams. Had my blood test and took my notary oath. I had to do that. You had to hold your hand up and get somebody that's also a notary to, sign your papers and send it in. And then I started talking about Bob to the notary person and started to cry. So I was having a crappy day. And then I got some meals and stuff, and some quick frozen meals, because a lot of times we only have a half an hour for lunch and for me to fix something, so I got some meals, and I when I was putting them away, I looked at the turkey and vegetable meal, and I thought, oh, this is what I'm going to have for Thanksgiving. And then I cried for even more, stinking, frozen dinner. But then I pulled myself together, and I'm like, no, Nancy, you do not have to have a frozen dinner. You can have whatever you want. I can make myself something special. I can get out my fine china. I can have a glass of wine. I'm not going to, I do not have to have a frozen dinner for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I don't usually travel because you never know if it's going to snow. We've got a really huge hill to go up and down. I'm not going to go out to eat by myself, so I'm just going to deal with it, and I'm not going to think about it until it happens. So then I was getting ready to go down to Milwaukee for my sister's birthday and my brother-in-law's birthday, and so I thought I was going to wear a dress, but then I was trying to hem it up because I've lost so much weight, the dress puddles on the floor, and that didn't work. So I'm just not a seamstress. I just said the heck with it, and I put it away, and I'm wearing pants. So I put my stuff in my bag. Here I did this with the not micron pens, Pitt pens, and that worked out really nice. Went down to, I worked in the morning on Friday the 11th, and then I went down to Milwaukee. I brought my daughter a whole cooler full of meat. I don't eat that much meat, and so it's just going to go to waste, so I gave it to her. And we went and ate at Chipotle's Mexican Grill, and it was really good. My sister and I treated her for a pedicure. How do you like my orange feet? I was trying to use my Pitt pens, and I did not have the color, so but my feet looked a lot better than that. got some makeup at a store and curled my hair. We went to a fancy dinner called Fleming's for the birthday dinners, and then I let my brother-in-law borrow my last present that I bought for Bob that he never saw, which was the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, and I didn't even have the heart to open it up. I just couldn't open it up. I got it, in July, and it's just been sitting there. And my brother-in-law just had knee replacement surgery, so he wanted to know if he could read it, and I'm like, oh, that's just the perfect thing. So I took it to him, and I'm glad I didn't even open it. I saw the joy on his face opening it because he's really looking forward to reading that, and he's reading it right now. So I was glad to see somebody got joy into opening it up, because if I would have opened it up, I would have been crying. So that was a good thing. Sunday, I went shopping at a natural food store, bought a whole bunch of fruits and veggies, and took my daughter and the grandkids out to eat dinner, and I went home and went to bed. I was pooped. Next day is my son's birthday, Monday, September 14th, and he's in Dubai. And he's 43. How can he be 43? And I worked on stuff all day for taxes and things. And I made a pot of ratatouille. And when I came home, I saw 4 bears, and they were climbing up a tree. So I had to hurry up and get home to put the bird feeders back in, because I figured they were on their way over there. Got up this morning and on the 15th, and I really wanted to concentrate on thinking positive and making every day count and be a gift. And I went and blanched some green beans that I got at the natural food store, and put them in. I had gotten a food saver that like sucks all the air out of stuff, and it supposedly keeps it fresher. So I put my new green beans in there, and I talked to Bob's sister-in-law, and organizing, getting things done at work. I came downstairs, and for some reason my iTouch was playing. I don't know why, but it was playing, and it was like a sign that Bob was saying, get in your art room and do something. So that's what I did. I went in my art room and did. But I did watch GH too. I watch GH every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. Danielle made Bob's pork chops that I brought for her, and she said that they were very good. Thursday, my next Celtic Jam session. But first, we go down to Green Bay, which is 80 miles to the south. And I was doing so well that my therapist graduated me for 3 weeks now apart. So I go this Thursday. And but I'm glad I'm getting better, but I do enjoy going there. And then after that, I had to go 100 miles north to get to my Celtic Jam. And then my practicing has been paying off, because I could keep up with about 80% on like 4 songs. So I'm getting better. Maybe in the year 2020, I'll be able to play with that. Oh, Friday. Plan to clean my bedroom and paint. All right, so I wanted to schedule what I was going to be doing. So Friday night I washed. I made salad and cheddar wurst for dinner, and I gave myself a facial, one of my treats, but I looked pretty scary. And then I thought, oh, I should be paying my bills, but I still did myself a facial. And then I did my stupid bills. Saturday. Saturday, went and had my violin lesson, oil change, and then I decided to go out painting, and I found a pumpkin patch. I have been wanting to find a pumpkin patch to paint for as long as I've been up here, and I never was able to. Either it was too bad to pull over, there was no room to pull over on the side of the road, or the weather was crappy, or we didn't have time. But today I found one. It was just beautiful. So I had a wonderful, wonderful day, and I had some ratatouille for dinner. So then I got all hepped up because I painted 2 paintings that day. So the next morning it was so beautiful. So guess what didn't get done? Cleaning my bedroom. I decided I was going to go to Anago and paint someplace that Bob wanted me to paint one day, and I never got a chance to do it. So I did it. I painted 3 paintings that day. One, two smaller paintings, and then one of the hayfields. Oh no, 4 paintings, and one of the boardwalk in City Park in Anago. So it was a banner day. No cleaning was done. Who cares? And then I put them all on Facebook. It was so much fun. While I was doing it, it felt like, everybody was doing it with me. And so I did not feel like quitting painting now. Now I'm in a roll. So as soon as 4:30 came and I was done work, I went back out, and I went to a place that I saw going down to counseling, and I thought it was going to be, but the light wasn't right, but I found something else to paint. But it was only 10 miles away from the house, so I was able to do it right away and then come back and eat my leftover ratatouille, and I played my fiddle, and I just was in a frickin' party mood because I was up until 12 midnight. This whole painting thing just energized me, and then playing the fiddle. I was up playing the fiddle until 12 midnight. So guess how I felt the next day? How I need you coffee from partying. So I did the bills from work and payroll, and then I played for a little while. I'm really trying to get faster, watch my GH, and caught up from emails because I didn't do anything but paint on the weekend. It was just so much fun. On Wednesday, another banner day. I carped my diem today. I went down. I've always wanted to go down to the Green Bay Farmers Market. It's just such a big day of fun. And I got so much stuff, and I spent a ton of money. And I got this really cute leather bracelet. Isn't it darling? I got that at the farmer's market. Got cherry pie bread. Yeah, I put quotes around the bread word because it was more like dessert. Some lotion. I just got all sorts. And a purse. Yes. Flowers. So I really had a good day. But that was the end of my good days, at least that week. Thursday, the 24th, the 25th was Bob's 6-month anniversary of being gone. So I was thinking about that, and I just felt like, I was very, very down and just felt very alone. I don't know how I'm going to explain that. I'm going to talk to my counselor about that. How can I be so happy one day and then the next day just change just like that? So that started off my weekend crying. I wore Bob's shirt that day on the 6th month, and I just felt very, very sad. Worked on Bob's Bird book, and I've been, like delaying. I only have like 7 more pages to go before, but it's just like I'm delaying on working on it. Just like I delayed on finishing the sketchbook that when my mother passed away, I felt the same way. It's just like it's comforting to see it on my desk needing to get done. So that's weird. And Saturday, it's so beautiful out. I went out and I still painted. Wasn't feeling my comfort in my art. Lots of tears. I have all this time to paint, play music, put on makeup, fix my hair, but I feel very empty. And if I could give all that up, I would, to have him back. But there's nothing that I can do about that. And my head knows that there's nothing wrong with wanting to do the things that I love. My heart just needs Bob. I even put on his cologne on me that day. So then Sunday, things were on the upturn. I went to High Falls Park and I did a little waterfall, and I brought my lunch and my paints and my brushes, and I had to go to the bathroom, so I had to pack up all my stuff. But I was almost done with my painting, and I had to hurry up and pack up my stuff, and then I decided I'm getting a camping toilet for my car. I have to drive around this big, huge V8 car now with all the space in it. I might as well put a camping potty in there, and then I don't have to worry about this stuff. And I sure enough did, and it's in my car today. This was the lunar eclipse. I went outside and I painted it. I was all by myself. I sat out there and I sang so that any coyotes or any bears would hear me and run away. And I was singing berry songs, so everything ran away from me. And I painted it. It was really pretty. And my sister wants that painting. And my other sister wants the painting of the falls. So there's 2 paintings I'm going to be bringing down to them. So today, the 28th of September, I was still crying, and I was sitting there playing the piano, playing sad songs, crying, 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 tears going on my keys. And then all of a sudden I hear ding, 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 ding on my phone, and here are 2 people messaging me at the same time. And it was just like, okay, it's time to stop crying now. Somebody was giving me a message. And then I had totally forgot that the Packers were playing. Oh my God. I've never forgotten that the Packers were playing. And especially not a regular game, maybe preseason, but not regular. And so I sat up there and talked to both Tammy and my sister, and I watched the game, and it was great, and I stopped crying. My brother-in-law had his knee replacement surgery today. It worked real well. I went to Marinette for labor law training, and I talked to my sister-in-law, and I had a lot of stuff to do, so I was typing that day. I was working hard again on September 30th. Lots of stuff to do. My head was spinning. Working on an estate, 401k, payday, logging, just a ton of stuff. I had to go to the bank to put my money in my check in the bank, so I stopped and got a veggie sub, and then I felt energy, so probably because I was busy all day, I cleaned and straightened out my closet. So it ended on a high note. My September did, and so I was happy for that. And I got a lot of good things to say in October too, about what happened to me in October. So just this past weekend, I'll give you a little preview. Bob used to belong to a group called the Wisconsin Regional Writers or Wisconsin Writers Association. They used to be called Regional Writers. And I wrote a poem for him, and they asked me to read it, and they're going to publish it in their literary magazine. So that was really something. I'm going to be a published poet. Well, anyway, that was this weekend, and I really had a good time. So that's my Fauxbo flip for September. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, ask them down below, or if you have any comments. I sure appreciate all the comments that I get and all the support that my YouTube family has given me. I really surely do appreciate that, and I wish I could have you all over for coffee. And I promise I won't play any Barry. I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope everyone has a beautiful, beautiful fall. It's so gorgeous outside up here. I was out right after work today painting, and I just don't want it to quit, but I know it will. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.